I want to encourage the woman who is just starting out in her journey as a stay-at-home mom, because this is something that was really challenging for me in the first year, because not only was I a first-time mom and trying to figure all of that out and adjusting to motherhood, but also I was so used to working full-time before. So adjusting to now being at home full-time was so new to me, so challenging. I had a lot of fear, a lot of worry, a lot of anxiety. I found myself asking a lot, am I doing enough? Should I be out working and also earning an income like my husband? Does my husband think I'm doing enough? And it was almost like, you know, when people are on their phone in a place where they're not supposed to be on their phone, and then somebody walks in and then they kind of jump like, oh, I wasn't doing anything. It was kind of like I was acting like that. Like if my husband would come in the room, I would kind of like jump and be like, oh, I should be doing something specific. And mind you, never once did he ever make me feel like that. Did he ever act like that towards me? It was just, I didn't know what to do with myself. I was listening to all these lies that Satan was telling me I'm not doing enough. I had so much fear about it. But yeah, I felt so called to be at home. So I started to talk to the Lord about this, and I heard the Lord tell me, this is a perfect opportunity for you to trust me and your husband, that we will provide for you so that you can fully embrace this season. And it was something I really wanted to embrace because, like I said, I felt called to it. And this conversation brought me a lot of peace, but it's not like it just changed overnight. It took time for me to adjust in this new role. And I'm not going to go into what this role should look like because I think everyone would say differently. And I think that it looks different for everyone, and even seasonally and day to day, it can look so different. But what I want to encourage you with is, if this is something that you feel called to one, give it time to adjust, especially if this is your first baby or you're so used to working all the time and now you're at home, and what does that look like for me? Give yourself time to adjust. Give yourself grace. Have those conversations with your spouse, with the Lord, about what it looks like for you. To brush off those lies telling you that you should be doing certain things, look a certain way, that you should be going out and earning money. Because if this is something that you have been called to, the Lord will provide for you. And I encourage you to even partner with Him daily. I've noticed that when I've started praying and asking Him, Lord, I want to partner with you today, what my day will look like today, that I feel so much more accomplished, so much more like I'm fulfilling a purpose at the end of the day when I partner with Him. Truly, like I'm doing what He wants me to do, and it brings me so much peace. And so if you're starting out in your journey of being home and you're feeling these same fears or worries or doubts or lies, I just pray for you, my friend, that this would be a time that you would feel God's presence, that you would feel His calling over your heart so deeply, that it would bring a sense of security in you, that you would feel peace and rest to just fully embrace what you are doing, to know that what you're doing is important, that you're not just a wife, you're not just a mom, you're not just a homemaker. You are sowing into the kingdom. When you're doing what God has called you to do, there is purpose for that. And I pray that over you, and that you would just know that in your heart, in Jesus' name.